Okay, my name is Tariq. I'm a DSA accredited fleet instructor. I'm a grade 6 and I also do advanced driving. Okay, so it means I'm higher than your more typical ADI green badge holder. If you visit my site, Driving School Basildon, you'll see all the credentials I've accumulated. So I'm going to give you some tips on dual carriageway driving and how to deal with floods and eco driving. We're going to head from Brentwood towards Southend Basildon. And this is where we approach the slip road. To check my mirrors, to signal left, and then just kill my speed, lower gear, second gear, and then a glance to the right, lorry, yeah, it's not that fast, which means I can take it. Do a block change 2 into 4, and then I'm onto the acceleration lane, otherwise known as the slip road, and I'm going to be joining the dual carriageway. So I'm going to be checking my mirrors inside and right. Signal right. It's always a good idea to slow it down. But this one's a bit of a hesitant driver. This driver made a typical fault. Okay, he or she could have carried on towards the very end and then joined up. But where's the rule in the highway code which says you've got to stop there? Okay, again, that shows a qualified driver driving for a long time but forgotten the rules of the highway code, in particular how to join the dual carriageway. So I always keep like a 4-second gap from the car in front, and if I can, I'll try to make progress, but I can't at the moment in time, simply because there's a BMW X3 on my right hand side, which I'm correct in identifying. So I'll look as far as I can see. I'm looking as far as the lorry, work my way back, and I'm on the A127 stretch now. I think this became flooded quite recently, so I'm just going to keep it at this speed now, move into 5th, increase my speed. Okay. Now can I go faster than the cars on my right hand side? Not really, it's not illegal, but what makes it unsafe is because I'll be in the blind spot. If that vehicle wants to come in to the left, it actually can't because I'm going faster than them. So I look as far as I can see. I can see a acceleration lane coming up on my left hand side. A few cars, so just ease off, just help them out. There they are. Let them in, check my side mirror, check my offside door mirror, which is my right hand side. And I look as far as I can see. Now I'm approaching the Fortune of War now, which is a chicane, believe it or not, which means it's going to slow you down because it's a hazard. And we're going to come off towards the left, and we're going to do some bit of a short stretch of country road. Okay, so look as far as I can see. A lot of traffic in front of me, parking space on the left, no one there. I should see a 40 sign. When I do, check my side mirrors, just ease off the gas and let the speedo drop down to 40 without me braking quite harshly. So they're all braking in front of me, but they're approaching a hazard. Let my speed drop and I'll put it down to about 4th gear here. Sign on the left, reduce your speed, junction on the left, and that's where we're going to be coming off. This stretch of the road is actually monitored. There is a speed camera. Slow it down a bit. As you can see on the left, coming up, it's a yellow box. There it is. So you've got to be careful here. The yellow lines across means slow down. You're approaching a fixed hazard. How do I know that? Plenty of sharp arrows, which means it's really sharp on the left. We're going to be coming off, so I'm going to just check my mirrors inside and left. The signal left. Just kill my speed. I'll take this in second for today because it's quite wet. Keep my left signal on, and what do I enter? A 30 zone, and I'm going to go straight across. Okay, this stretch of the road has got speed humps. There you can see them, 2 triangles. And why is that? I think it's because you just come off a dual carriageway and some drivers might be inclined to drive quite fast. I'm not, because the faster you go, you're just going to knock your suspension. You're just going to ruin it. And there's no point now because there's hazards coming up on the other side. There's parked cars as well. So check my mirrors inside and right. I've got priority because the arrow's bigger on my side. So they should wait for me, which they are. So now check my mirrors. At the roundabout, I'm going to go straight across. Again, early vision, early decision. I just need to glance early to the right. If it's safe, I don't need to stop. The car's on the other side before 3 o'clock. I'll go check my mirrors, signal left, let the car behind me know where I'm going, and then I'm going to be coming off again the road. I'm going to be turning left into a very short junction on the left. I check my mirrors. Left, it's this one here. It's quite narrow. Check my left door mirror. Another giveaway. Glance to the right. That's fine. And I'm here now, country road. Okay. Still 30 because I've not seen any other signs which can say I can do more than 30. Traffic calming. Car approaching was far away. I'll make it. Still 30. It's nice to see they've resurfaced this stretch of the road, which is good because it was in a pretty bad shape a few weeks back. I'm in third gear. Keep it 30. As you can see on a country road, you've got the white lines. So there's there not to deviate. You know, just like your curb. So you don't want to be going too close and scraping the wall of the tire with the curb. Look as far as you can see. Nothing behind me. It seems slow, but perhaps there's a reason behind it why they want to make you do 30. As you can see, it's still a built-up area. You've got a junction coming up here on the left, closed junction. Quite a number of drives on the left, and then in the far distance, I can see a national road limit sign, which for a country road is max is 60. Again, it doesn't mean you're going to put your foot down. You're going to see whether it's safe for you to do 60 or not. Okay, the best person who can do that is you, the driver. Okay, you know what? That's going to do it for you. I've got priority, big arrows on my side. Check my inside mirror and just gently accelerate now. Get up to 30, a bit more. And I can see, oh yeah, some cars pulling out. It's a closed junction. The neck of the road narrows. Just glance to the right. In case there can be cars, don't take any effective observations. And mirrors and forth, and I'm making progress now. So I'm going to make my progress up to that bend. So that's my limit point where the two white lines meet right at the top. That's my limit point. So I'm doing about nearly 50s off the gas. Watch my white line on the left. I don't get too close, or else I lose traction and I could actually skid and end up in that ditch. Look as far as I can see. Before the bend, I'll accelerate. Before the bend, mirrors, ease off the gas, gently brake. Never say to yourself how fast can I go around a bend. So I've got quite a bit of bends coming up. Again, another blind bend coming up, and more residential houses. Okay, so that doesn't mean I've got to do 60. So just check my mirrors, just slow it down. Now what do I see on the left? Iron gates. Borrow a bit of the road on the right. I see a Mini coming up towards me. That's how far I should be looking. I've got a few blind bends coming up as well. There it is. Check my mirrors. Funny enough, they're still drivers. It's overcast, it's dark, and they still not put their dip lights on. The rule is, if you go wipers at this speed, it's a good idea to put your dip lights on. Again, it shows if you're doing advanced driving, it does help out. Top of the road, I'm going to be turning left. Mirrors, inside and left, signal left. Can't see. Slow it down, put in second gear. Glance early to the right, safe, nothing there, and I'm going to make my way towards Basel and back onto the dual carriageway. Good. Signal left. Cars on the right. First gear. That's fine. Check my mirrors, take my sign for Basildon. Always keep on the left. That's because we drive on the left and anyone who's to overtake us, they can. Always a good idea to glance early to the right with a blind spot. Check my mirrors, signal right. And look how I make use of the slip road. Glance to the right, over my right shoulder, and that's it. So I've done a better job than that driver in the metro. Put it into 5th gear and keep my 4-second gap. Again, look as far as I can see. The average driver just looks as far as the bonnet. I need to look as far as I can see and then work my way back. So it's like slinging a fishing rod. Scan far, middle and near and work out the most important signs which are going to affect you. I see a van on my right accelerating, but soon you'll have to slam the brakes. Like there you can see the brake light slamming the brakes. That doesn't make sense. The biggest enemy of fuel is heavy braking. So I just mirrors ease off my accelerator or the gas pedal and let my speedo drop. Going downhill, the G-force is pulling you. Yellow lines, again, hazard coming up, ease off the gas. This time we're going to go straight across, check my mirrors. We're going to go from 5 into 3. Okay. Again, I'm going to be slowing the car down without using my brakes, but don't try this at home because you're going to be a really experienced driver to do this. So I just put in second again, gas, clutch, brake, overlap. And there's going to be, that driver's going to be surprised behind me. Why is my brake lights not coming up? So I've used no brakes whatsoever. I've just timed my speed and I've chained at the right time. Check my mirrors, accelerate, and it's a good idea to put in 5th. If I can, I want to change lanes. So check my mirrors, signal right, glance over my right, keep my 4-second gap, and I'm going to use my 6th gear now. That's it. Again, I'm still doing 60. Why is that? I want to maintain a 4-second gap. You can see drivers on that side. This driver is good, kept it, but some drivers are still not maintaining that 4-second gap. Ease off the gas. It's never a good idea to start going to the left now. Why? Because you're going to be on a bit of a collision course with traffic joining from your left. So it's always a good idea to stay in the lane number 2, the making progress lane, overtaking lane. And then if you do want to come back in the left, you always can by checking your mirrors inside and near side, which is that left one. So I'm now making progress. Check my back mirrors, look ahead. If I can, I'm just going to move into the left lane. That's because we're going to do another stretch of country road and how to deal with flash floods. So I'm just going to come off here, just give you another good bit of tip here. Again, don't try this at home with your car, simply because your car might not be, it's not capable. It doesn't possibly want have 4-wheel capability. This vehicle has. And again, country road. This is a 40 road. Do a block change, 2 into 4. Cars coming towards me. Now sometimes cars coming towards you, they might not maintain lane discipline and they might take more side of the road which doesn't belong to them. See a hazard? Check my mirrors inside and right. That's fine. There is a car coming towards me, but it's coming off. I just accelerate. And we're on Gardiner's Lane North, I think. Let's put in 3rd gear because we have a slight bend coming up. Again, this road's 40, but I'm still doing 30 because the road is quite slippery We've had rain for days and days on end. And on the left, I can see quite a number of hazards. Someone's put the highways agency have put a flood sign up. There it is on the left. 3 signs: junction, double bend, road narrows. Speed lobes of warning. Someone told me there's a big flood round here. Is it still there? Let's have a look. There's one on that side. So it's not that bad. Just negotiate the bend to the right. And now I'm going to be approaching towards the end of the road, the 40 stretch, and it's again national speed limit sign. Now, how do I know that? Because I should see some signs here, right and left. So I'm going to be turning right. So approach it carefully, stick into first gear. I'll make sure that vehicle does turn in. So look to the left. Right, is it going to turn in? It has. Fine. I'm just going to move it to the right, check my mirrors, reduce my speed up to 30 miles an hour a second, and do a block change. There I am. So I'm on South End Road now, heading towards Craze Hill. And what do I see in front of me? 30 sign. Why is that? Okay, it's a village coming up. Craze Hill. So just mirrors. Let my speed drop 30, third gear. And on the left, you've got a speed monitor which does actually work if you exceed the limit. Again, the road bends to the left, then bends to the right. I see a lorry. That's a problem for me. It's on my side. I check my mirrors. Just slow it down to second gear. Just give a right signal. Look for feet underneath the lorries. Could be a delivery bloke behind there. No one there. He's in the post office. Now, why did I give a signal to the right when, you know, it's obvious I need to overtake that lorry? Well, just for the benefit of the car behind me. I'm overtaking a stationary hazard. Okay. Again, follow the road. Look as far as I can see, and I can see a sign. What's that sign? A double bend. Now, which side does it go from? Let me have a look. Right to left. If I'm going to be braking, I should be braking before a bend, not on the bend. Makes the car unstable. And I can see why there was a crash on the M6 on the Christmas day. My theory is that the car went too fast on that bend, and that lady driver lost control. Unfortunately, the vehicle was fully laden, which meant that there was about 5 people plus luggage inside the car. The heavier the car, makes it more unstable. Just remember that the width of a tire of a car is the size of a CD case. So all that weight of the car is resting on that piece of rubber, the tire. And I would also suggest that you get your tires checked. If it's below 3 mil, please get it changed. Now, you don't have to go for the expensive premium range. You can also go for a budget tire, but don't go for tires which are part 1, or which someone's selling it on eBay for £10, or because simply don't know the history of the tire, you don't know where it's been, and it's not been tested. 40 now, is it safe? Yeah, I can think so. So I'll accelerate. I'm just kept in third gear. Why? I'm approaching a sharp bend to the right. So I'm still doing 40 in third gear. Can I do 40 in third gear? Yes, I can. Okay, I might not be getting economy, but I want safety. So I'm just going to keep it in third gear. Just follow the road slightly towards the left. Look as far as I can see now. What do I see? 30. The mirrors, ease off the gas now. I let my speedo, the needle, drop to third gear towards the 30 mark, towards the 30 miles an hour. Again, you've got the hatch markings on the left. It's there to separate traffic. Can I drive on it? Yes, if it's safe to do so, only if there's some parked vehicle on the left, like a lorry, a van, or a vehicle. One time this was a 40 stretch of road. I see a vehicle come out, ease off the gas, switch on my wipers again, and I'm doing 30 now. Okay, I'm using the intermittent speed now, so I just put one more speed up. That's it. So I'm doing 30 now, intermittent wipers on. I mean, what a weather to take a walk through. I don't suggest it. So again, going against resistance. In the distance I can see two signs coming up. Your signs are in order of priority. So the first hazard is a crossroads. We're crossing, anti-skid surface, mirrors, he's off the gas, and I glance left and right. Vehicle on the left might pull out, he's off the gas. Should see me. Yes, they have. Again, 30 miles of speed limit here, 30 miles an hour. Houses and lampposts, that's what gives it away. If ever you're driving in a strange area, you don't know what's my speed limit. Look for houses and lampposts, equally spaced out lampposts. That means it's a 30 stretch of road. And this camera actually beautifully blends it in, tells you yes, if you go over 30 you'll get a 3 smackers, 3 points and a £60 fine. Okay, now we're going to be taking the dual carriageway again towards the 127 from Wickford. This is the Nevenden roundabout. I'm going to just signal right, and on this particular stretch of slip road of the acceleration lane, there usually is a big flood, and I'm just going to talk you through it. That a flood is a hazard and needs to be approached with caution as well. And again, you know, your vehicle has to be capable of going through it, or else you can blow up your engine, or your brake sensors can become faulty and the engine can conk out, or you can damage your engine. That's it. A lot of people, few drivers have been caught out. So I'm just keep my right signal on. I'm going to take the third exit. Okay, so this is the second. I check my mirrors inside and left. Just come back here. That's it. And this is where the flood is, on this stretch of the slip road. So keep to the left. Cancel. Oh, it's dried out. So it's not much of a flood. But it does get quite deep. But I mean, previously I've gone through a few floods, so I have given you some good tips and advice. And again, I'm going to join the dual carriageway. Check my mirrors inside and right, signal right, glance to the right. I'm not going to be here long now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to come off the dual carriageway. Here, check my mirrors, signal left. Still recording? Yep.
Yep.
Okay, cool. We're going to take the third exit here at the roundabout. It's a closed situation. Slow it down, put it into first. It's a 40 stretch of road, mirrors and fourth gear. Again, the speed is a target. The road is clear, so why should I do less than 40? If I do, the van driver will pull out from me. So if it's safe to do so, get up to the speed limit. On the lights, going to be turning left. There's no point in me changing down gears. That was the old style of driving, changing down into gears. We've got modern brakes and modern engines, so I just check my mirrors. Do I need to signal? Okay, I will, because my car's going to cover the arrow which says turn left. And I stopped in first gear. I've saved myself fuel. Why? The more gears you change, the more fuel you use and the more work you create for yourself. Do a block change, 2 into 4. Keep my 4-second gap from the van in front. I'm just going to change lanes, so check my mirrors inside and right, signal right. Good timing, van will just slow down to turn left. So lights are on red, I'm in 4th gear, brake, mirrors, clutch down and stopped in 4th gear. So go from 4 into 1, lights change, I'll go. Gotta go faster than the van, of course I can. I'm in the acceleration lane, making progress lane. Again, never say to yourself how fast can I go towards green lights, ease off the gas, left and right. It could be that someone's crossed the road and they pressed the button, you know. So they've crossed when it was clear. Another crossings, mirrors, ease off the gas, look left and right. 3rd exit right at the roundabout, inside and right, signal right. Glance early to the right, look for my gap. Where's my gap? Found my gap? Yes, I'll go. Keep my right signal on. This is my 2nd exit. Check my next side and left, signal left. Get the left hand side. Get my right one, speed up. And go from 3 into 5, a block change. Check my mirrors again, inside and right. Why is that? I'm changing lanes. Signal right. The dual carriageway, it's an urban dual carriageway. The reason it's called urban is because it's restricted to 50 miles an hour. Next roundabout, we'll take the 3rd exit right, heading towards the town centre. Inside and right, speed low, observe warning, glance early to the right, look ahead. I look ahead, I don't look to the right, because if the car in front slams the brakes, I've had it, because I was looking to the right. I glance to the right, where's my gap? Found it, let's go. Keep a meter, reinforce my right, signal, that's my 2nd. I check my inside and left, signal left, let them know. Again, another hazard. That tells me I'm entering a 30 zone now, because up to now we were doing 50 max. Glance to the right, no one's there, that's fine. I make this beamer wait, check my mirrors, and into 3rd. What do I see ahead? Another fixed hazard, a zebra crossing. Ease off the gas, glance left and right. It's very important that you do that, especially at night time when pedestrians don't wear any fluorescent clothing. You know, they're not going to wear clothing which, you know, sticks out. Okay, so they could quite easily be wearing dark coats and walking across without looking for traffic. Again, I glance to the right, it says give way. Car's turning left, that's fine. Now if that car hadn't been signalling, I would have waited. Could be turning right into Battleswick, mirrors, signal right. Car coming towards me, pedestrian just crossed the road, line up my door mirror middle of the road, and there's no one in front. Make a perfect 90-degree turn, and I'll keep in 2nd gear. Where there's less space, there's less pace. So there's the cars on my side, cars on the other side. Obviously a lot of people are home now, holiday period. So I just use my 2nd gear, unmarked junction, no giveaway lines or a stop line. Skip in 2nd gear. And I'm just going to drive towards the very end of the road, and that's where my session ends. But before I stop, I'll quickly recap. So I think I'll have to stop to recap. So I'll just stop here. And a quick recap now. Okay, as you saw, I did quite a lot of driving. There are various types of roads on the dual carriageways, on the country road, a couple of roundabouts. Okay, so it's all about maintaining your distance, the 4-second gap, and treating floods as hazards, which they are. Now, I've come across quite a few drivers now in the winter of 2012. They're saying that, well, they went through a deep flood, next minute they knew the engine was conked out, or another driver, the brake sensor has actually gone faulty, and that's going to cost them over £100 now. So if it's not safe, don't go through that flood, and never ever follow your sat nav. Okay, your sat nav's there to guide you, it's not there to replace your common sense or the human input. Okay, so you must judge, can I go through that? If you think you can't, you know, then turn back or take an alternative route, good idea to always check the weather forecast, be tuned into the radio, and watch the forecast, and the bends, treat them as a sort of a hazard as well, depending how sharp they are. It's always a good idea to get your skills tested every now and then. Unfortunately, there was a crash on the Christmas day on the M6 northbound between junctions 15 and 16, and the driver lost control of the vehicle there, approaching the bending too fast, or it could be a mechanical fault as well, but speed was a factor in that RTC, road traffic collision. Okay, so all it sends me now to say, drive safely, and visit my site, www.drivingschoolbasildon, where I've got quite a few good tips. I've also got a YouTube channel, so you could subscribe to that. I'm always uploading videos, and I'm soon will be uploading videos to do with maneuvers as well. So you don't have to come to my driving school. If you have a look at the videos, and if it helps you out in your lessons, well, all the best. Okay, cheers, and thanks for watching. Bye.